अदनान, चेतन, जिगर, जीकू, अजीत, समाज, जराट, अनूप, अकील, मोहम्मद फैसल, जयप्रकाश, मोहसिन, मफी, प्रीति, प्रिया, आजितोष, तुषार, उबैद, जीकू, सर वसीम, सर इरफान, सैयद, विष्णु, कम, मोहम्मद, वंदना, वेल कुमार, अली, अली रजा, एडविन, चंद्रा, मोहन, इमरान, सर अरफात, दीपक, अदनान, अजय, बतूर, इब्राहिम, मुरली, रिजवान, सचिन, सुजीत, कॉम्प्लेक्स, रिया, सैयद, फैसल, हारून खान, विनय, जावेद, सेंगर, फारिद, प्रदीप, प्रेम, अभिषेक, आमिर, कांग्रेचुलेशन, मोहम्मद, सही, परिता, नबील, चित्रा, हारिस, कांग्रेचुलेशन, मनीष, अमर, अदेरुल, फलीसा, असलम, आतिफ, ग्रेस, ग्रेग, बैक, सचिन, कमाल, बशकर, रोहित, पैटिस, दीक्षित, रियाज, सौरभ, सिद्धार्था, नदीर, तारिक, वेंकट, तो हरी पश्चिम से मंसूर, रेहाना, विजय, विशाल, अर्जुन, असद, इलियास, खान, कांग्रेचुलेशन, एंथनी, अरविंद, हसान, वसीम, मंगेश, राज, अकबर, वरना, संकल्प, विषय, ईश्वरी, अफजाल, विवेक, हसीब, हामिद, रीश, पल्लवी, अनम, फैसल, बुरहान, हुसैन, मतीन, पांडे, सैयद, खलील, मुनीफ, हसान, गुप्ता, आशा, अजय, इकेन, पूजा, तलहा, विजय, अमजद, जोफी, हसन, सुजित, अमित, टीबी, राजू, पवन, उमर, मान, वेंकटेश, अहमद, गुप्ता, शीश, मैरी, शॉन, जमाल, तुलसीदास, अनान, मोहसिन, नदीम, अली, हिसाम, कवैस, अजीम, मंसूर, शकील, केरिया, हसन, रियाज हुसैन, प्रदीप, मीना, आसमा, दुर्गा, शरीफ, अली अल बलूच, कांग्रेचुलेशन माय फ्रेंड, सलमान, सुबता, हसन, मोहसिन, मनीक, क्रिस्टोफर, जंगीर, हमास, मोहम्मद शफीक, नवीन, दरिक्सा, फियाज, प्रशांत, इलियास, धमवीर, नीजू, अब्राहम, श्रीनिवास, सुंदेला, नबील अहमद, नवीद, बिलाल, बिदरा अली, शाजी, उबैद, बाबर, कौडी, रिजवान, इमरान, विवेक, राजीव, राव, इश्ताक, फैजान, रहील, निसार, उमर, आज, संदीप, शराज, तीनों, नुसमा, कोमल, शिवानी, सलमान, सदा, आनंद, दिलवम, अजय, साबिर, उजैर, सुरिंदर, प्रदीप, अमीर, मोहित, वकास, निधि, उमर, उस्मान, संदीप, अमित, अबू ताहिर, नवीन, अर्शद, मोहम्मद, विवेक, या गुलशान, फुरकान, गजेंद्रा, नागराज, नसीमा, सागर, मोहम्मद, जायना, हुसैन, रश्मि, नेहा, फैसल, अली, अली, अल अजमी, हमाद, नुमान, आलम, विजय, सरनाया, सवाना, मोहम्मद, जक्का, जाकिर, कांग्रेचुलेशन, सादिमा, सहर, अजेब, समीर, इफ्ती, तलाल, हमाद, उमर, उस्मान, मलिक, अजेब, वकास, प्रिया, रफी, सायरा, सरस्वती, सौरभ, सशवानी, फैवज, श्रीकांत, प्राण, जानदार डुओ, फ्रांसिस, अब्दुल, मोहम्मद, उमर, अभिषेक, अभिलाष, अबरार, फरहान, लता, निधि, इब्राहिम, विनोद, फैसल, अमीर, इनाम, अब्दुल अजीज, इकेन, अकमल, अजान, बासिल, गारिमा, कैवन, पद्मा, साजिद, साजिद, वलीद, चेताली, अनामिका, जरनाब, सुदीप, नवीन, मोजदेव, नवीद, कांग्रेचुलेशन, आतिफ, चक्रा, हसन, नदीम, आबिद पटेल, आदिति, सुभाषेश, सुरेश, उमैर, रफीउल, गुलाम, शाम बाबू, दीपक, कैरोलिन, लिनविन, शीतल, एल्विन, उनिंद्रा, प्रशांत, अब्रार, अली खान, राम, विद्या, सलहा, बासाद, राशिद, माधवन, गुरजीत, ऋषु, दत्ता, सबान, अजीम, मंगेश, मुदस्सिर, प्रदीप, सिद्रा अली, कांग्रेचुलेशन, सुहेल, अमूल, तहसीन, नबील, आतिफ, जिया, नित्या, शाह, मोहम्मद, शकील उमर, अहमद, मिस्टर अवध, कीर्ति, सलमान, खालिद, सैयद, सत्यस्नान, वसी, सैयद, सुहेल, शाम सिन्हा, जिद इकबाल, विवेक. And here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil. Whenever I watch this video, now we are standing at 1044 PMP. But whenever I watch this video, it makes me so happy. Even I'm having a jet lag for traveling uh, all night. But still, whenever I watch this video, it brings happiness on my face. And I feel so happy that we have changed so many lives and we are just starting. Now we have more students than ever, and I guess we have 300 or something in the pipeline, and for sure we will be reaching them very soon. This month we will be reaching near 270 or 280 PMP just in this year, and by next month, by 16th of June, when my program is starting, we will be sure more than 300 PMP in 2023. 1000 PMP in 3 years and 300 plus PMP in just half a year or less than that. The reason has been only one thing, that is we do care for our students. That's it. Yes, I say 10x, let's decrease your PMP time by 10x. But the reason we have massive success in last 3 years is that because we care for you. I don't care where you belong. I don't care what your beliefs are, but I do care one and only one thing. If you join my program, I'll give my 100%, or I will give 100% or thousands percent to make sure that you become certified PMP. It takes a message, it takes a call, whatever it is. I want one thing, that you become certified PMP in the minimum possible time. Yesterday, Shiva Ramakrishna cleared PMP, and he told me the first message he said was just beautiful. He said that I have taken training 3 times. It has been my dream for last 5 years, but the dream was lost. Then I talked to you, and you made it realize. Now that is something that I do. That is something I'm in business of. I'm in a business of making dream realized. In a business of making sure that you become certified PMP. Last few days, almost 10, more than 10 people have asked me this thing. Out of 1,000 PMP, how many of them have got better job? How many have got promotion? Things like that. Now, I have like message to 1,000 PMP, and when they cleared, I message personally to every single one, thanking them for joining the program and making it possible. Now, I want to share something with you. Out of 1,000 people I have asked this question, more than 80%, that is more than 800 students, have said me PMP has directly or indirectly helped them in raising their salary, getting a promotion. I have good amount of students, more than 50 students, who lost their job while doing the PMP in the preparation, and because of this PMP, not only they got a job, they got a better opportunity. And this is what it's all about, guys. It all comes down to this thing, and I'm extremely proud that we have such data. We have that all those things, like we need to make sure all these things that this really happens. So that is what our purpose is. So let's start the coaching call. Good evening, Minhaj. Good evening, Ashok. Guys, do message where you belong to and when do you plan to become PMP. Good evening, Mohit. Mohit Gupta, Mohit Malhotra, Onkar, good to see you. Ganesh, Apma, Rizwan, Hashita, Wahid, Mashid, Ganesh, Farhan, good to have you, Salman, Sandeep, and Michael. Guys, do like this video and share this link into the group so that people can start joining and we can start this coaching call. I made this a mistake that basically this was supposed to be 8 p.m. UA time. I changed the timing, so I was unable to go live on LinkedIn today. But it is what it is. So let's start moving it from there. Atib, Indra, Venkat, Sandeep from Sweden. Sandeep, good to have you from Sweden. Abu Bakar. Okay, guys, 3 steps. Although I have a 7-step formula, but 3 steps that I do recommend for solving question answer. Let me make it only one step. What is the number one thing that you must do to solve question answer? That if you do, there's a high probability that you will get the right answers. What is the number one thing that if you do, that you will get the right answers most of the time? What is the one thing? I need this in chat box. I see. Elimination technique. Elimination technique, elimination technique, elimination technique, elimination technique, elimination technique. This is the most important thing. Yes, uh, elimination, 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 elimination. Venkat, this is important. Reading the last line is important. And the people reading slow is important. Last lines reading slow. This is important. Getting slow down, it is important. But if you get back to getting the keywords, Farhan, is important. Seven step, of course. I'm talking about one step. If we go with the one step, that is use elimination technique. What does elimination technique means? Elimination technique means unless you are 100% sure that this is the answer, you go to the every single option. You look at the every single option. You see why this option is there or why it is not there. Okay. So let's use elimination technique today. Every single question, I need you to use elimination technique while you are solving question answers. Okay, let's get started with it. And I need your justification in the question answers. So let's get the ball rolling. I put the last question that we did last time as the first question. So if you can see my screen, okay, yeah, okay, to put in the chat box that you can see the screen. I'm also turning my YouTube on here. Okay. Yeah, I can see the screen for myself. Okay, guys, I need a justification in the answers. And guys, if you haven't liked, please do like it so that it can start coming into the algorithm. Venkat, maybe your internet issue. You shouldn't have the internet problem, by the way. See, guys, I don't see justification there. Thank you, Mohit. We discussed that elimination technique is the most important, but I don't see justification here. Change request is needed to corrective action. Sponsor is always last resort. Cannot change. Okay. Change request. Then followed by plan to update is monitoring and control. And the quality is not meeting as standards. So the increment needs to change. Very well done, Shahid. Raise the change request to incorporate the changes. Very well done. Very well done. Okay. Good, guys. So now let me read the question. What should the team do first? First, like what is the first step into that thing? Deliverable has been rejected. Client did not accept it. The quality team did not accept it. It does not meet the quality requirements. Whatever the requirements that the quality team said, it did not meet those requirements. As outlined the call, what should the team do first? Escalation. Guys, remember this thing and put this thing in your brain, in your soul, that we will not go in towards the sponsor unless we have run out of all other options. So I'm going to eliminate this. Change the quality standard. Why would we change the quality standard? If we are not meeting it, don't you think we should upgrade ourselves? Right? Raise a change request can be. No, this is the right answer. I know it. This is the right answer, but I will still go to other options to look into. Show to the customer and convince him. Why would we show the customer? That is unethical. Okay, so C is the right answer. Shyam is saying yes. Shyam, you're 100% right. Next question. as I need justification of the question. See, mediation required. First check with what is signed and do the plan accordingly. So C is correct. Okay. They follow the contract, then mediator. Okay, Mohit Manotra, that's good. Say written contract is the priority. Okay. Indira, my friend, justification followed by D. Okay. How will you handle this? Something has happened and you want to handle. I don't know. I don't have the information what has happened. Let's go and see what has happened. An agreement has been signed with Tesla and Amazon for battery delivery from China. I actually remember while I made this question, I was watching Jack Ma and Elon Musk discussion. If you have watched it, put in that yes, I watched it. Then this question came up in the mind. You are the project manager of Tesla. Upon arrival of batteries, you check them and they do not meet quality standards as outlined in the contract. You check the contract that is not there. You try to discuss with the team and they are not agreeing to that. Going to the court is a last situation, so I wouldn't go there. Have a mediator, maybe I'll look into that. Do what is written in the contract. Fire Amazon, that is eliminated. So we have B and C. So guys, if we look into that, if we follow the contract thing, like what are the steps? First, try to get a like negotiation win-win situation. If that is not helpful, we need to get a mediator. Need to go to do what is in the contract. What does the contract says? We need to do that. Then we need to get a mediator, and if that does not work, we need to go to court. Okay, we have done this. Now this is the next step. So if we look in the question, that is the next step. Do what is written in the contract. So option number B. Does that make sense to everybody? Put in the chat box yes or no. Thank you, Mohit. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, let's see. What would you have created? Something that you have created. Your team behavior during the last 3 meetings have been unruly. The behavior was not good. Individuals have frequently interrupted each other, okay, and checked their phones throughout the meeting. That's not a good thing. You should set something that is called as ground rules to counter that. In an attempt to drive discipline, you have established standards how teams should behave during the meeting. What you have created? Performance assessment? No. Employer standards? No. Corporate policy? No. Ground rule is the term that is used for this pattern thing. So I see most people have to do. Okay, guys, let's put uh, what if on this question. Okay. If instead of this, I have an option of, let's say this is not the option, team charter, then what will be the answer? Then what would be the answer? No, 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 no. Guys, how the team will behave? We have two options, A and D. Ground rule and team charter. Ground rule is the part of the team charter, but ground rule is more specific answer. Please understand that how the team. Yes, Atif, thank you for that. Thank you, Abu Bakr. Thank you, Sayyid Arslan Ali. It will still be option A. Uday, it will still be option A. Faryal, it will still be option A. Team charter has those things, but ground rules are more specific, my friends. Ground rules are more specific. Okay? Yes, ground rule is the part of that, but when the ground rules are in the option, that is more specific. So we need to go with the right answer and more right answer. And more right answer is here ground rules, my friend, not the team charter. Is it clear to you or not? Put yes or no in the chat box. Thank you. And guys, if you haven't liked this video, please like it, yeah. I see only 19 likes or something like that. 24, 5 likes, yeah. Please do like it. 60 plus people are watching here, yeah. Okay. Clauses cannot close with SP approval without with SP approval without SP approval is either D. Swarupa put justification. Sheikh Rizwan, everyone I need justification. Acha ji, you have been managing a construction project at a stage gate. It was determined by governance board. They are not longer. Guys, I gave you the sequence of closing of the project. The closing of the project is number one. The project is accepted by the client or it is rejected by the client or whatever reason it is not there. Okay. Second is we start getting the approval from the sponsor that we can close the project. Sponsor approval is necessary. Once sponsor approved, then you can start closing the project. Okay. Once sponsor approved, then you can start closing the project. So this is not, and the option in A and D, this is the right option. And once the sponsor says you start closing the project, the first thing is you start writing final report, like all the details in the final report. And then you update project documents, lesson learned registers. Once that is done, uh, then you share the final report, release the team, you measure benefit if the project was successful, and that's how the closing is done. Please understand this thing. A is the right answer. We need a sponsor approval before we can start closing. Mohit, sponsor is the part of the governance board, but the question does not categorically mention that he was present there, and then it gives the option us to escalate it to a sponsor, which means where we have to understand that if A is in the option, that is the first thing. Yes, Ali Arslan, he should be the part of there. Aslan Ali, he should be the part of, but we have the option A. Okay, we have the option A. The question, if the question was, let's say, what if the question was you have been managing a construction project, it was determined by governance board leading by sponsor that your project are not, then you would directly go to that. Since the question does not mention it is possible, so sponsor is not there, sponsor is not the part of that, thousands other things that we need to do that, but without talking to the sponsor we cannot go with the closing. That is what I would say, a line on the stone, that is for sure. Make sense? Make sense? If you remember this symbol, put 5 on in the chat box. If you don't remember the symbol, ask me what is 5. Nope. Governance board is not the part. Nobody is above the sponsor. Nobody above the sponsor. Amit, I like your 5 symbol. Good one. Still 35 likes here. Please, high five. No. Amir Shah, we need to get it from sponsor. Sponsor is the authority to have that. Sponsor is, guys, 65 people, at least 65 likes should be there. Na? Like the video, yeah. Please. Thank you. Please like the video. Okay. B, 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 B. Mhm. Okay. An unidentified risk means issue. This is issue. Unidentified risk, when it is occur, it's an issue. Okay. You identify a root cause and implemented a workaround for it. After you have updated issue log, what will you do next? Let me give you a sequence one more time for this thing. An unidentified risk occur. This means an issue has happened. Step one, you put that into a issue log. Okay, you put that into the issue log. Then you do the root cause analysis why this issue was not identified before. Okay. Then if you need to raise a CR, you raise a change request to handle that. Once it is done, approved, you update the issue log that issue has been handled. Okay. Now, if that issue can reoccur in the future project, we update lesson learned. And if it can occur in the same project, we update risk register. Okay. So raise a change request. This is done. Communicate. No need detail. That is already done. We will do that. Acha. After that, you have updated issue log. What will you do? And the question continues. It says there are chances. There are chances. It can reoccur in current project. Now what will be your answer? There are chances it can reoccur current project. If resource possible, What is resource? It is risk register here. C has nothing to do with that. We already did risk register. Chances mean it can reoccur. Na? This is an important concept to understand, guys. Acha. Yeah, that's okay. Let's go this. See. Guys, justification, need justification. Okay, CDB. I did not see the justification, guys. I need justification. Okay, what Zoha could have done to avoid this situation. Now, the problem is that the problem has occurred, and the question is asking in a way what she could have done to avoid this thing. Okay, a financial organization moving their current system to a new modern system, and they are in an execution phase. Okay, the project manager Zoha observed that there's a gap of technical person which may be badly impact and delay the project. The project manager requested to HR department and being recruited a technical person, but the currently assigned member become reluctant and he decided to participate the world war. So the conflict has occurred among that. Na? We get a team member and now the conflict is there. Before new resource acquired, transfer the currently assigned person to another team. Can we? After transfer the currently, I don't think so. We should transfer anyone. Arrange training. Zoha would have discussed no. So C is the right answer. Okay. C is the right answer. We can look into that way. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Sorry guys, my bad. I should remove this question. I should remove this. I should remove this. Same question. So you guys are active. Same question. Removed it. D. Yeah, we separate the people, but we should have identified the Sandeep. The question was what we should have done. So that was the question. Okay. So what is the first course of action of the project manager? Now here the project manager is actually asking what is the first course of action. A project manager joined in the middle of execution in a project. After his joining, he observed that there's a gap of collaboration of the team members with the stakeholder, and he feel that team member are still in forming stage. Now he is tense and he wants to take initiative to resolve the problem as shortly as possible. He want to get that problem in the minimum possible time. So what should he do? Update the communication plan? That will not solve anything. Study the existing can be. To arrange meeting with and to all the resources can be. No. From B and C, I guess look into that. Any meeting B, how that is least accurate. So I should go with the C option. Okay. And I see most of the you have the same answer. So that means it's a good thing to do. Next question. Mhm. A. Guys, we discussed, haven't we discussed that in start? That we discuss it categorically whenever we are solving question answers. I need you to share elimination technique. Okay, elimination technique is something that we need to do. Still, you are giving the answers for so many questions and there is no elimination technique. We need to follow the elimination technique and we need to make sure that we are following that the right way. That is the crust of PMP. If we want to work into that. Okay. So we were talking what both project manager should do to finalize the current situation. Finalize the current situation. I didn't share that. Now I am sharing it. Uh, what the what both project managers should do to finalize the current situation. In a big organization, a project is ongoing. Sponsor assigned the two project managers, one from the technical and other from business side. During there are conflict due to some service, both then to take the service responsibility. Unfortunately, not included in the resource calendar. What both should do to finalize that? They have arranged a meeting to discuss with service nature and responsibility can communicate to the sponsor, update request, arrange a meeting. So A is the best option. Okay. Then B, then we need to go to sponsor, and then any other thing that we meeting is important. Okay. A is the most important thing for now. Next question. D D D D D D D D D. What should Mariam do to manage this situation? Scrum Master Mariam waiting to close the last sprint. The deadline is very near, but the customer enforcing a leading team member to include a feature in the final product because customer requirement is logical. Now that's a very interesting thing. The agile says that we add the whatever the customer wants, and now here we are also saying the requirement is very logical. So that is very interesting to look into that. Communicate with the product owner to consider the new feature. Okay, share the situation with the sponsor. No, deny. No, consult with the team about the impact on the last sprint. Now, A and D both seems like a good options, but D is a better option than A. So I would go with the D option. So let's go with the D option for now. By the way, guys, I made a video today about Kanban board. Did you watch it or not? At Kanban video, one of my students asked me that she was having some difficulty about the Kanban board. So I made a video about it. Same goes for you. If any topic is confusing you, always feel free to share with me that okay, this topic is challenging me. So I will make a video on that topic. That's how I make a lot of my content. Okay. So that is how basically I made a lot of my content. So if you think okay, this topic is something challenging to me, feel free to ping me that this is not clearing me. So that's how I make majority of my content. So feel free whenever you feel okay, this is something that is causing a problem. Okay. Yeah. Risk register. Okay. Risk register. Well, I guess this is the last question. We started with the question number 16. So we will end the coaching call after this question. Compliance log in the risk register. Compliance. Okay. Yeah. As a project manager, in which document you put compliance requirement that you have identified throughout the project. Okay. You are the part of the project manager. Your project is highly regulated. There and because of non as a project, which document you do? No issue log, no stakeholder register. Quality is a quality management plan. It has quality standards. Okay, so this goes directly when heads up into a risk register. All compliance requirement should go into the risk register. Yeah, somebody posted me personally, sir. We had one question as a repetition, so we need one more question. Sure enough, guys, I can give you that. By the way, this compliance thing is clear to you. All the compliance requirements should go into the risk register. A, A, A. What is the first step you will do? You are working on an electric car manufacturing plant. This will change the entire industry. There will be no need on fuel forever. The all great world. Your project is receiving great feedback and support from all the corners. This is a gift to mankind. You launched the MVP, two people have died. Reality sets in, solar cell getting over and burning the car. As a result, that project will made obsolete. What you will do? Escalate to a sponsor, update the lesson learned, start closing. Guys, I explained this thing. To do this, you should do that. First A, then C. Then we can do that. Why would we do shakes up, update the lesson learned register? What the lesson learned register has to do with that? Lesson learned register is a later thing, guys. It comes later on. So we need to understand this thing. Lesson learned register comes later on. Okay. So guys, this was today's coaching call. How many questions you got right? Put in the chat box. How many questions or message me at WhatsApp. How many questions you got right, and those questions that you got wrong. The most important thing is why you got wrong. That's kind of a very important thing. Okay. If you are joining it for the first time, yeah, Shahid, the question categorically says what is the first step you should do. At least read the question clearly. It is not asking that it should not happen again. Please read what the question is saying, yaar. 8 out of 10, 6. Amer good. 10, 8 out of 10. Okay. 6. There, it's okay. Start closing, Sandeep. First, we need to take sponsor approval, na? Then we can start closing that. The first thing, yeah, Martin, thank you. Thank you very much. 7, not bad. So guys, see you in the next coaching call. Every Wednesday we have a coaching call, same time, same location. If you haven't liked the video, like it, subscribe it, share it everywhere. More people can join. And if you haven't joined my program, the registration is not open for the next program, and we'll make sure that you become certified PMP if you join the program. With that, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Bye bye. See you. Adnan. And here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil. Adnan, Chetan, Jigar, Jiku, Ajit, Samad, Jarat, Anup, Akil, Mohammed Faisal, Prakash, Mohsin, Mafi, Priti, Priya, Ajit, Tushar, Ubaid, Jiku, Sir Wasim, Sir Irfan, Sayyid, Vishnu, Kam, Muhammad, Vandana, Velkumar, Ali Raza, Edwin, Chandra, Mohammed, Imran, Sir Arfat, Deepak, Adnan, Ajay, Batul, Ibrahim, Murli, Rizwan, Sachin, Sujit, Pompne, Riyaz, Sayyid, Faisal, Harun, Khan, Vinay, Javed, Sanger, Farid, Pradeep, Prem, Abhishek, Amer. Well, congratulations, Muhammad. Sahi Parita, Nabil, Chitra, Talaj, Harish, congratulations, Manish, Amar, Adirun, Palisa, Aslam, Atif, Grace, Greg, Back, Sachin, Kamal, Bashkar, Rohit, Pattis, Vikshit, Riaz, Saurav, Siddhartha, Nadir, Tarek, Venkat, तो हरी पसंद है मंसूर रेहाना विजय विशाल अर्जुन असद इलियास खान कांग्रेचुलेशन एंथनी अरविंद हसान वसीम मंगेश राज अकबर परना संकल्प विषय ईश्वरी अफजाल विवेक हसीब हामिद ली पल्लवी अनम फैसल बुरहान हुसैन मतीन पांडे सैयद खलील मुनीफ हसन गुप्ता आशा अजय पूजा तलहा विजय अमजद जाफरी हसन सुजित अमित टीबी राजू, पवन, उमर, मान, वेंकटेश, अहमद, गुप्ता, शीश, मैरी, शॉन, जमाल, तुलसीदास, अनान, मोहसिन, नदीम, अली, हिसाम, अवैस, अजीम, मंसूर, शकील, केरिया, हसन, रियाज हुसैन,